Hello everybody, I'm El Bristow and welcome back to Ellitopia Gaming and to Kerbal Space Program Live. We are back in the Research Centre having a look at our technology tree. We have been doing quite well building up our technology level and our science points, but we still have not yet unlocked the all-important technology node that we are aiming for, which is this one here that looks like a bottle of lemon. And that is our advanced science tech node, which gives us all the colonization mod parts so that we can start our colonization effort. Now, in order to get that, we need 550 science. We currently have 461 science, so we are very close to unlocking this node. What I'm thinking is, the last couple of weeks we have been gathering science from our space station, but we failed to actually launch up the part that we needed to start with some different experiments on the space station. So I'm thinking this week maybe we won't go for space station science. I think we are going to submit a request to the Ellitopia Space Administration for us to gather some science instead from the moon and or Minmus, because those rockets are a lot easier for us to build and the science points that we can gather are quite good. If we have a look at the moon, we have only picked up science from 2 biomes of the moon, and if we have a look at Minmus, we've only picked up from 3 of the biomes of Minmus: Minmus Midlands, Minmus Flats and Minmus Great Flats, which means there are a lot more science points that we can pick up from both the moon and from Minmus. Certainly enough for what we want to be doing. Now, the question is, do we want to shoot for the moon or do we want to shoot for Minmus? And that is going to be up to the guys in the Twitch chat. Now, if you bear with me a moment, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and voting is closed. So, where's the results? That's a bit strange. Aha, here we go. Right, so we had 100% votes for moon. Looks like we're going to the moon. So, let us build a rocket that is capable of taking us to the moon. Oh, we have a new follower, Samster1990. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Let's have a quick look, see if we've already got any craft that we can send to the moon. A lot of these are outdated because we've added new mods like Ferram Aerospace since we built these, so I don't know that any of these are going to be any good. See, the Moon of Twitch can't be used now because we had to change that. Yeah, I don't think these are going to be any good. So let's put together a new lander and a new craft for this. So this is where Optic wants to be watching to see what we build here. Obviously, you haven't unlocked all these parts yet in your career, but this will hopefully give you an idea of what you can do. Let's see, utility. We're going to want a big parachute on top of that, and we are going to want some fuel and some engines on the sides. Mun's the word, indeed. Radial decouplers. I think that's all we can take with us on this mission. We've got our goo, we've got our junior science thing. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be a bit heavier now, but hopefully we're still okay. So we've got Big Mama rockets, they detach. Little Mama rockets, they detach. Yep. Baby Mama rockets, Then they detach. Then that detaches on return, hopefully. Parachutes will fire if necessary. I'll tell you what, that one can fire with that. And then that fires, that's our heat shield, so that fires. Right, okay, we need a name. We need a name for this one, guys. Now, how do I do this? No, okay, I can't work out how to do that. I think a raffle is probably not the right way to pick a name for a rocket. So, get suggesting some names, guys, for this moon visiting contraption. Hopefully moon visiting contraption, which hopefully will get us the last science that we need to unlock our colonization modules so that we can start scanning for a suitable colony location. And that will be our next mission coming up after this brief trip to the moon. While you guys come up with names and decide, I am going to switch my camera and my microphone off just for a second, and I'm going to get myself a drink. I will be right back. Seriously, you haven't come up with a name yet? Goodness me. Sloppy I'm not going to call it sloppy seconds. We have already been to the moon a couple of times, that's true. We've got to make sure that we pick a crater that we haven't yet visited. In fact, I don't think we've visited any of the craters on this modded game. Crashy McSplody. Actually, I quite like that. I quite like that. And welcome to the chat, by the way, Common Nerfer. Yeah, Crashy McSplody. Actually, recently, the way my moon landings have been going, and the way most of my missions have been going, that's not a too inappropriate name, so I am actually going to go with that. I'm going to call it the Crashy McSplody. Oops, not Cratchy. Cratchy McSplody? It will not crash. It will not crash. It will not crash. So here we are out on the launch pad with Bib Kerman in the Crashy McSplody rocket, which is destined for the moon, so that we can pick up the last science points that we need to be able to unlock our colonization modules. And as always, our SAS is on, our throttle is up. We probably don't need 100% actually. Let's bring it right the way back down here somewhere, and we'll increase that if we need it. We are ready for launch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Word of advice. When launching a rocket to go to the moon, let go of it. Let's revert to launch. This rocket certainly will not live up to its name if we leave it stuck to the launch pad. We need to move these down. Whoops. Oh dear. No, hang on. Right. We need those down there and these down there. In fact, our staging has gone absolutely, completely wrong. That bit's right. 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 What's that doing there? Oh, no, no, no. That is right. That is right. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, excuse me. Impromptu belch. We are good to go. We are... See, I'll cut that last bit out of YouTube, so no one will ever know that I made that absolutely noob error. We are back on the launch pad with the Crashy McSplody and Bib Kerman. We have not just accidentally forgotten to let go of the rocket with the launch stabilizers. We put our SAS on, we put our throttle up to not quite 100%. We're going to go around here somewhere, and we are ready for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. That's a decent speed liftoff too, even at, what's that, 60% thrust. Coming up to 4,000 metres, and with the Ferram Aerospace mod it's okay for us to start our gravity turn a bit early, but my goodness, no, that's not how you do it. That's really not how you do it. I turned much too quickly and we did not have nearly enough. Oh dear, where's the... Right, okay, we've still got everything. Let's yeah, we'll fire that off, fire them off, fire that off with its parachute, turn around, fire. One of the parachutes broke, great. Let's turn the SAS, no, let's not turn the SAS off actually, let's leave that on. Look at that, debris everywhere, marvellous, absolutely. Now, some of it's actually gone quite far, look, that's 2 kilometres above us. So yeah, Crashy McSplody certainly did live up to its name, because I forgot to attach any reaction wheels or aerodynamic control surfaces, and it all just went horribly wrong. Indeed, XX Birdie XX, or just Birdie, indeed we are not going to space today. And welcome to the chat. Let's speed up time a little bit here. Bring us down. Lots of things going bang. Oh no! Oh. Amongst all the things going bang and exploding, I didn't realise that we had time acceleration up quite as high as we did, and when the parachute popped, it popped off. Still bits falling down. A couple more bits. That one's going to land on the launch pad. Oh no, it just missed it. Good. One on the runway. No. Okay. So, unfortunately, yes, I think we need to be making a call to Bib's wife. That didn't quite go to plan. What we are going to do, in honour of the brave efforts of Bib Kerman, who somehow managed to get quite a few ribbons, we are going to award Bib Kerman the Intra Sidera ribbon, Among the Stars, a commemorative ribbon for fallen Kerbonauts. Thank you for your service, Bib Kerman. Right, we are back out on the launch pad with the Crashy McSplody Mark II. The Mark I certainly did crashy and McSplode. We have with us Bull Kerman after the brave sacrifice of Bib Kerman in the previous launch. Hopefully Bull Kerman will have some more success on this launch. We are going to put our SAS on. We're going to put our throttle up, and again not as high as we did before, and thank you for the reminder, Baird. We are going to fix the staging and make sure that these let go at the right place, because I should have done that in the vehicle assembly building. The rest of it was actually okay, wasn't it? There we go. Thank you very much for that reminder. Okay, so we have our SAS on. We have our throttle up to about 55%. I'd say that is 55-60%. It's possibly, we possibly don't even need it that high because we did gain a lot of speed. So I'm going to drop that down even more, and we'll see how that does us, so that we have a nice gentle launch up towards space. So we are now again ready for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. A very quiet liftoff. I like the throaty noise of these NASA engines. I think we're going to try our turn at about 7,000 meters on this occasion. Let's try it now. Let's see how much reaction we get from this rocket. Ooh, it's very unstable. I'm going to have to do this very carefully. I'm actually fighting to stop this from tipping over. Don't tip, don't tip. 26,000 meters though. We're doing okay now. Oh wow, okay. Apoapsis is up at 70,000. So I'm actually going to cut our engines there. 79,000. I'm going to let us drift up a bit. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm just going to gently puff. There we go. That's just run out of fuel. So let's detach these and fire. Let's bring the throttle down. Fire our nuclear engines. Have those on the horizon. Where are ya? Where are ya? There he is. Right, come on. Before we enter 70,000 meters and go back into the atmosphere. There we go. Outside 70,000 meters. Whew. Right. That was close. Where are we? 84,000. No, it wasn't that close. Right, the moon's right behind us. So, actually, that's not a bad place for our periapsis. We set the moon as our target, and we want. And look at that. Our ascending node is almost exactly in the right place as well. So let's burn this way. What type of explosion are we going to see for the moon landing? Yeah, let's not talk about that just yet. 2.5 minutes of burn is needed according to our estimated burn down here, and our burn node is in 10 minutes, which means we're going to be burning at slurp. We're going to be burning at T minus 1 minute and 20 seconds, say. It's not quite accurate, but it's close enough. Let's get ourselves lined up with what is going to be our target node direction. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. There it is, down there, the blue one. Whoa, come back. Come back. Jack, come back. Okay. There it is. So, we're going to line up. Our SAS will hopefully hold us there. We are going to spin around. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, what I have been doing, to make sure that I don't miss my manoeuvre node. I'm using the alarm clock, Kerbal alarm clock mod to remind me, or to slow me down when I'm approaching my manoeuvre node. So I'm setting an alarm 2 minutes before my manoeuvre node, and then I can speed up as much as I like, and I know that I won't go past it. And that will give me 40 seconds to make sure that I'm lined up and get myself burning. There we go. Delete on close, close alarm. And then I can tweak to here. There we go, pointing at the target node. And we are going to be ready to burn in about 25 seconds. T minus 140. T minus 135. Burning in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Nearly there. Nearly there. 60 meters a second. Probably have to do an adjustment puff as we hit it. Here it goes. Ooh. There we go. Right. Okay, so we have just entered the gravitational influence of the moon. We are going to take us to the periapsis, or at least close to the periapsis, so that we can start burning retrograde to give us a stable orbit. Whoa, slow down, there we go. A stable orbit around the moon. So let's spin ourselves around. There we go, so there is an orbit. Let's bring that down. Periapsis is at 28,000 at the moment, so we'll bring this down to 20,000 or so, and then we will have a look at where we want to land. Still plenty of fuel, I presume. Yep. Okay, our periapsis has decided to take a dive, so we need to decide pretty quickly where we are going to land. Now, we have landed here. That was the munsledding site, and we have landed in the Lunar crater, which was during an eclipse, which was the time when we had no power while we were trying to land. I'm thinking this great big crater is the one, or maybe this one. Don't know. No, I'm going to go for this great big crater, basically because we're almost already landing in it. I'm going to speed us up to take us round to here, and then we will burn off the rest of the speed and start getting ready for a landing. Make sure we're facing the right way. In fact, we don't need to do this from the map, this bit, do we? Here we go. This is the moon's face, and we are about to plant ourselves nicely in it. Let's burn. There we go. We're no longer in orbit around the moon, and this is going to take the majority of our speed off. In fact, this is going to be able to take all of our speed off, and we'll be able to just dump these right at the last minute, hopefully, which means we definitely have plenty of fuel to get us home again, which would be good. Let's get a crew report in case we haven't already done one at this height, which we haven't. See if we can transmit that. No comms device? Don't be ridiculous. We just haven't got a connection at the moment. We have got a comms device. I'll sort that out once we've landed. Whence we've landed. I want to take off all our lateral speed. Go. So now we are dropping almost straight downwards. 5 meters a second at 3,000 meters. Yeah, I think I've slowed us down a little bit too much there, but we are certainly heading for a decent landing. So I'm going to... I really don't want to drop these engines off because they've got half a tank of fuel in them. I'm tempted to attempt to actually land on the engines. Boing! Boing! Come on, stand up, stand up! No, it's not going to. Whoops. Whoops. Well,